Into the woods, then out of the woods, and home before.
There are giants in the sky.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
One midnight gone. The mouth of the wolf's not the end of the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visit.
Yes, I'm playing Cinderella in Into the Woods. I'm so excited. This is one of these shows that I've always wanted to do, and to get to do it on a scale like this, I don't think it gets bigger than the Hollywood Bowl in terms of size, so already I'm just so excited about that. And with the LA Phil, it's just going to be one of these incredible 3 nights. We wish it was longer.
It's a dream. This is something that I've been wanting to do my whole life, and I remember a couple years ago meditating on just wanting to sing outside in a big space, and so for this to be happening, it's really, really awesome because I've never performed at the Hollywood Bowl before, and it's one of the most iconic big spaces, exactly.
I've always wanted to do a musical here, and it was just waiting for the right time, the right piece, the right time in my life, and it just happened to be this. And so when I heard they were doing it months ago, I got my manager on it, and I just said, throw my name in the mix. So that's how it worked for me.
Yeah, same here. You know, it's a bucket list to be in a musical at the Hollywood Bowl during the summer series, and I was able to get myself in it. So here we are.
Not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
Takes two of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's two of you, we need one. It takes two.
So my first introduction to Into the Woods was just recently, Mother's Day. My daughter was doing it for her school's production, and she's 8. And when I told her that I was auditioning, she was like, "You're gonna be Granny, you're gonna have to go kill the devil!" And I was just like, oh my gosh. So to share in that moment with her and this is just like, it's the dream. It's what we all as parents, want to be able to have and experience and share. And so I accredit her to my being here, because had she not been doing it, I don't know that I would have auditioned.
I had some friends in high school perform the show, actually. Like their high school production was Into the Woods, and I went to see it. So that was my first time seeing it.
That's hard for a high school.
I grew up in Denver, Colorado, and so I remember seeing it on PBS. They filmed the original Broadway production on PBS, and I remember watching it. We recorded off our TVs on a VHS, and we would bring it to our friends' houses, and we would watch it. So I know the original Broadway version so well.
Mine was the PBS filmed version with the original cast, and then a local production, a local community theater did it in the area.
It's just been one of those shows that any theater major knows, and of course the lyrics of Sondheim and the music of Sondheim, it's just some of the best that there is. So to get to perform something like that and sing these words, say these words, is just going to be incredible.
I remember being in musical theater class and working my way through On the Steps of the Palace, which is Cinderella's song. So I was fairly familiar with the material coming into it, and just to be cast as Cinderella's stepmother is just so thrilling, because as you know, the cast traditionally has been very Caucasian, and the producers decided to go with an Asian family, and to be able to respond to that casting and fill that space as a person of color is something that I think, I'm not giving myself credit for this, but I'm definitely giving the producers for making that choice. But I think that people, and especially little girls watching, and even little boys, and just children of color, can see that these roles are opening up, and that viewpoints are opening up, and to play such an iconic character as Cinderella's evil stepmother and her stepsisters is possible.
Never wear mauve and ball or pink, or open your mouth.
The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure, exploring things you never dare, cause you don't care when suddenly there's a big, tall, terrible giant at the door. All the things you've seen, and you wish that between, and you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky.
My favorite in rehearsal was our first full read-through, sing-through, where we got to hear everybody else do their stuff for the first time and hear everybody read for the first time. You just hear, we're both dads, we both have 2-year-olds, and so you just hear these lyrics differently as a dad, and it's just so deep. We were all crying, it's a beautiful piece, and so that was my favorite.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only time we get to sort of actually hear the play with this cast and unadulterated with the themes. Otherwise, we're running backstage trying to find our marks. We're missing things. We don't get to watch it from front.
Right.
I would say that first read-through, sing-through was pretty magical.
Yeah.
My favorite moments in rehearsals are actually watching everybody work, because this cast is full of people that I have always wanted to work with. So I'm just loving watching what everyone's finding, and there's so much. It's like the juiciest, most delicious thing that you can, every day in rehearsal, you could be repeating the same thing over and over and find something new each time. So I'm loving the entire process.
Sometimes the spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale tells. There are always spells, there are always things, or a giant dwells. So into the woods you go again. You have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when. Be ready for the journey.
You should come see Into the Woods, because it's a magical journey, a great tale about everything that we all go through in life and the journey of the woods, of the unknown that we take from childhood to adulthood.
Also, I mean, this cast is incredible. Sutton Foster, Patina Miller, Cheyenne Jackson, just amazing people in this cast that are telling a really fun story about different, fairy tales that we all know and love. And Sondheim is a genius, and the music is just, incredible.
Because it's one of the greatest shows that has ever been written. There's so many metaphors, and there is so much heart in this thing. It is incredibly profound, and I feel like the message of this show, which you can interpret for yourselves, is exactly what we need in this world right now.
Into the woods!